Vincent, you tripping.
So let's start with the very early comments that I received when I first started writing this novel. So one of the OG guys is this guy Kite 1563. Shout out to you. Thank you for reading. He mentioned, "Okay, I'm really feeling an Atlas vibe here from COD and I like it." So he's referring to chapter 37. I think it's re- revolving around the private military, that Future Tech, the main company organization under the MC, is building. So yeah, definitely, I feel like Atlas from COD was more like an evil, like PMC organization, kind of similar, but definitely like not towards the evil alignment for sure. All right, the next comment from Matt 12 ESM. Cyberpunk direction? Question mark. Dude, I loved the Cyberpunk 2077 games on PC, and I definitely took inspiration from the social commentary and the themes from the Cyberpunk world. It's very the corporatocracy element of that universe is so intriguing, and I love it. Definitely inspired by Cyberpunk 2077 for sure. All right, one of my early haters on the web novel platform, Brian Gallagher. Thank you for the comments. Expect readers to believe MC with practically zero fighting experience can take on someone with a knife. Uh, Definitely not. That I don't think that the readers should expect it, but based on how the scene went, it was very lucky. Like zero fighting experience, not zero fighting experience per se, because the MC did have a lot of training and support from the Fury gym, of defending himself, but circumstances were lucky for the most part in that scenario. It was a close call for sure, and I introduced it to give a bit more agency to the security the MC provides to his company and to his family, right? Month. Okay, another Brian Gallagher hater comment. Months question mark. You're only wrote 19 chapters, zero immersion, zero realism. Okay, I'll take this in stride. Like for a lot of the web novels out there, they go super slow. Some of them go really fast. Like, there's this one book on web novel. He skips like entire like semesters, entire years without having to put in like any prose or whatever. So definitely, I'm trying to balance it more now. I don't do too many time skips. I try to give reasons and why we do time skips, or at least connect the times together if necessary. All right, Kaiser, one of the OGs, 2 months ago. One of the first paragraph comments that I received when I started writing this web novel as a hobby. OG, this is a OG. Shout out to you, Kaiser. Speaking of energy, MC should really get started on alternative energy research. No matter how much of it there is, oil is still a finite resource. If Future Tech's goal is to bring the future to the world, solving the energy crisis is a must. I 100% agree, and based on how the story is going right now, as a tech-oriented company, the MC's Future Tech should and would get into the alternative energy business. That's for sure. And if you're already on chapter 53, I think you should have a good understanding of where the plot is going in terms of alternative energy. I thank you for your comment. Appreciate that, OG Kaiser. Oh, this one's good. Soma. US student debt is absurd. I 100% agree. Any type of debt is absurd, and I feel like I'll need to expand on this more in the story and my personal beliefs and opinions, because that's what the story is. It's an outlet of my current understandings of how society um, works pretty much. And based on my understanding, debt is really just a lot of fake money that eventually will be paid by the US citizens in taxes. So any type of debt, I agree, is absurd. Twin Axe, one of the early commenters here, he's been commenting about evolution and stuff like that. Like concepts that some of the particular organizations do not recognize. But evolution is definitely going to be a part of the plot. But as of right now, the technology that future tech employs is not enough for like advancements in like human evolution or anything like that. Maybe like things to empower you, like uh certain types of drugs or certain types of equipment, but evolution, not yet. Maybe like a bit, like precursor evolution technology will be in the near future, but for like full blown evolution, that's gonna be a long ways away. But I appreciate the constant suggestions of evolution here. I like the idea, that's for sure. So I like these comments from DNA from a month ago. Why do people like playing War Online, which is one of the early games that Future Studios releases? Probably because your game literally can make money. Definitely, that is the design philosophy of that game. It is to uh, make people interact and use cryptocurrency more within the Future Studios ecosystem. And yeah, it's another way of people making money. I designed it similarly to how Valve sold skins and decals on their Steam community market, and instead of just having it as an enclosed system, there's an option for War Online and the Future Studios ecosystem. There are more options available to users, such as cashing their money out. With Steam Community Market, you would have to use third-party applications to actually get a payout. But in this case, they were able to seamlessly integrate that concept. So thank you for the comments, DNA. Appreciate that always. I love this. Omni Automatic. He says, "This is insane, but actually realistic. Great novel." I appreciate the kind words because I do try to keep it grounded. Most of my writing time goes into a lot of research. Sometimes when I'm writing a chapter, I would have maybe 2 dozen uh, Chrome tabs open just to for my research. Wikipedia pages, articles, whatever, anything that can provide me a better understanding of what I am writing. We've reached 1 million viewers on Webnovel because of your support. Thank you for your time reading and watching my content. Until next time, peace.
Uno, dos, tres.